4, 1, 2. Oh. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Wang Gang podcast. It's me, Josh, and I'm joined by my other three people here. We got Evan.
What's up?
We got Jay.
Hey.
We got Mason.
How's it going?
And this is episode 3. We got a lot to talk about today. So, starting off, let's see. Well, let's recap from last episode. Last episode we talked about hot dogs, and we should probably wrap that up now. Start it off, kind of pick up where we left off. So, you guys start. Take it away.
Okay, so last week I was crazy against the brown hot dogs. Like, I did not like them. And I tried one this week. I was over at a friend's house or whatever watching the UFC fights, and they were good. They were real good.
The
I hate
man
to say it, but they might
finally came to his senses.
Finally realized something.
Yeah,
Joe, we told
Hot
him.
dogs are
We were
hot
telling him the whole
dogs.
time.
Yeah.
I guess.
Josh, I still don't know if I agree with you, brother, but I feel you, man.
What?
Oh my god. What?
What?
So what do we want to talk about? I mean, since
And this has been the Wayne Game Podcast, guys. Thanks for watching.
No, I can't. I mean, because the Wiener issue.
The
Wiener debate.
issue.
The big Wiener debate.
issue.
Yeah, the Wiener debate sort of just came to an end.
Yeah, that was it right there.
Yeah, we were right the whole time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's new? I'm at my new place right now.
What's
how you liking it
good with
there?
it? What's good with it?
It is way better than my last resident. I have more room, less, nuisance. Just less, just crap that I have to deal with.
So you settling in nice,
Yep,
Joe?
yep.
It's
I'm
good, man. It's good.
Sure, there's a good amount of work to do, but during quarantine, I don't mind doing all this work because I can't sit down and do nothing.
I can totally tell you've been a whole lot less stressed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That is for sure.
Absolutely.
You seem a whole lot happier.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I have started eating more too.
He's officially had 10 nuggets in the past 14 day, guy. God, I fucked that one up.
Damn.
He's officially had 14 nuggets in the past 10 days, guys.
The past 10
Give a round of
days.
applause. Yep, 14 nuggets in 10 days. That's the total amount of nuggets you've had in 10 days.
That is not
Joe,
true.
you're going to edit that to where it's all one thing. Thank you.
I'm not editing any of this out.
Oh, brother.
Oh, no.
No.
I'm out here tripping on my own words.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm not the only one who was in the middle of a move.
That's right. I'm moving right down the road, whole 5 minutes away to a bigger house.
Bigger house.
And I'm not getting a bedroom. I'm living in the attic. Straight up.
You're chilling in the attic.
I'm
He's gonna be the
hyped.
monster
My
in the
own
attic.
air conditioner. I'm gonna keep that motherfucker cold.
I was going to say, yeah, you have air conditioning up there.
Cool. I have air conditioner now in my house, but my mom is cold natured and she don't like the hot natured Bill. So
Okay.
now I'm just taking control. My own AC unit. I'm very happy about it.
Man,
I
I
bet
wish I had an AC unit.
Yeah.
My own AC unit, my own Wi-Fi up there in the attic. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice, boys. It's gonna be nice.
Big moves, big moves.
Speaking
Big
of
moves in
AC,
the attic.
if anyone knows how to work or fix an AC unit,
Actually, I know a guy. What was good with it?
the personal, like, what is it? Just like a single AC unit, like the ones that go in the windows.
Yeah.
A window unit?
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
All right.
But no, there was one sitting in the backyard, and I guess it's been sitting there for a couple years. So I think it's just dead. We were just
It
gonna,
is probably not gonna work, brother.
yeah, we were just gonna scrap it out, for that copper.
Yeah, scrap it for the copper. Get you 15 cents, and then yeah,
Go get a gumball.
definitely
Yep.
All right.
So this episode was supposed to be designated to Josh.
designated or dedicated.
Whatever.
He
same
probably
thing.
died. No.
It's Josh's episode.
Josh.
Yeah,
is
rest in
died.
peace, Josh. I died.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Josh.
he's dead.
R.I.P. Austin.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Austin.
Rip.
Indeed.
All right, Josh. What to do?
Take it away.
Well, let's see. Where do I start? I don't know. I
You may
guess
be
I
wondering how I got here.
may be
No.
wondering how I got here. But fuck, I don't know how to start.
And it went like this.
No,
Oh
please.
my god.
Honestly, I was really hoping one of you would like lead into it. I don't know how you
Alright.
would do it, but
So let me give you a little backstory on Josh. I met him in like 7th grade in middle school. We were sitting in English class,
Second year
not
each
doing
other.
our work. Yeah, pretty much. We were sitting in English class, not doing our work. Absolutely not. Well, I don't know what we were doing. We just weren't doing it. And he turns to me and he goes, "Hey, we're like those two guys from Regular Show, Slackers." And that's all I remember from that encounter. I've known him since.
I met
I really
Josh. Probably. It sounds like something you would say.
it does. But at the same time, I'm in disbelief.
It was 7th grade, you brother. Don't worry
I
about it.
have an
That's
interesting story on how I met Josh.
Oh,
It was 9th grade gym, and we had it together. And I think I seen him in middle school, and I just knew he was always kind of like quiet, or I just never talked to him.
Mhm.
And me and him were very against participating in gym, so we would always either hide in the locker room or like try to run the least amount possible, like around the basketball court. And they had these volleyball nets up, and I just remember Josh was hiding, and he somehow managed to get inside this like ladder to the volleyball net, and like was in it. And I was talking to him, and he's like just dipped in, and like I started climbing the ladder, and then the coach got mad, told us all of us to get down from the ladder, and then he never found Josh. And there was like several times where he just didn't leave the locker room, or he would like hide in the bathroom, and he would just chill the entire time during gym, and nobody knew where he was. And I was like, I do.
I do.
And then we just had from then on, we had a class together from like every year of high school, didn't we, Josh?
Yeah.
We had like at least one class every year together.
Yeah. Maybe not like both semesters, but at least
No,
one class.
at least one class, yeah.
So, Joe, you want to tell how you met Josh, or is it not that interesting? Or
I mean, I'll tell it. I mean,
Sorry,
Not all.
guys. Joe's new here at the Wang Game podcast. He doesn't talk much.
No,
Yeah.
I met him eighth grade, because that's when I moved down. You know, so I was new to North Carolina. I knew.
Oh, where you
no
from,
one.
man? I forget.
Really? I'm from the great state, New York.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Sorry.
Gotta
my bad.
be-
Walk here.
I'm a New Yorker. Get the fuck out of my way. But no, I met him. Met him in 8th grade, and then you know, I found out he lived in the same neighborhood I did. So then ever since then, we just talked regularly. Yeah,
It was some good times.
yeah.
Good times.
Until you moved to fucking Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still liking it, man?
It's hot.
Is
It
it?
is hard.
Apparently, though, I can go get my license. I don't even have to do a driving test. It's just I just need parent approval or something like that.
Attention to the state of Georgia. Please stay off the roads.
Please stay off the roads. This
Josh,
motherfucker cannot drive.
Josh, you're almost 19, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're 18, I don't think you would need parental consent.
Mm,
You should walk
Yes.
up there. Give me the license.
Give me the
I think
license.
you still have to take a driving test. I know
Nah.
I feel like you do in North Carolina, but I'm not. 100%
Oh,
That's
I was
just
gonna
because
say,
of
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you still have to do it,
COVID
yeah.
stuff. The Rona.
And so I get my license here without doing the driving test, and then like when I go back to North Carolina, I just transfer my license without ever having to do one. That would be the grand play.
The
Oh,
Yes.
wait, hold on. Georgia drivers who got their license without the road test will now have to take it.
Oh,
Ah,
Yeah.
missed out on the beat, brother.
Damn.
You
maybe
missed
next
it.
year.
Maybe
Maybe next pandemic.
coronavirus 2020.
COVID 20.
is here. 2021. Stay tuned.
I don't know. Do you think
COVID 20.
COVID 20.
Y'all really just stealing my own joke and act like I didn't say it just like
I'm
2
sorry, I didn't
minutes
hear you say it.
ago. Of course you didn't.
Be like that though.
COVID-19 part 2.
The sequel.
Sequel.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Oh gosh.
Oh wait, I have a funnier one. Season 2.
Not funny. So, Josh, did you want to talk about anything? Like maybe any of your interests, something like that? It was your episode.
Actually, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Actually, nah. This has been the Wang Game podcast.
No,
Actually, no, we're gonna cut it there, boys.
yeah, that's it. I'm done. But actually, I have a big fascination with rhythm games, and everyone here they know that. They know that big time.
Yep.
They can absolutely confirm that. But at first, I actually played Osu, which is it's probably not pronounced that way. If you know it, you know it. But it's a game where you click circles to the beat, and it's pretty addicting. And I used to play that, and then I kind of just stopped playing because my aim I changed how I grip my mouse, and I couldn't really aim that well after that. And I was like, whatever. So then I started playing a game on my phone called O2 Jam U, which is like rhythm games such as O2 Jam and BMS and Lunatic Rave. But
Before you go any further, I want to ask, how did you grip your mouse before, and how do you grip it now?
well, back then I played on a laptop, and I lied on my back, and I had my arm out to the side, and I kind of gripped my mouse like that.
Oh, okay.
And then when I moved to a desk and like an actual PC, I could not do it. I couldn't aim. It was very uncomfortable. And it's like, well,
Just put your PC on your chest.
damn, you got a good point.
Put your whole desk up there too.
Damn, you got a good point. This monitor, I don't know how heavy it is. Let's see. Yeah, I could definitely do that.
I heard it shaking, bro.
I could definitely do that. But yeah, O2GME is a vertical scrolling rhythm game, or VSRG, where it's like you have notes falling from the top of the screen, they go to the bottom, you tap keys. And I liked it. At first, I was really bad at it. I played with 2 fingers, and then I started playing with 4 because it's 4 key, and then there's 5 key, but I don't know how to do that. It's too hard.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started playing it on PC, and there's 4 game modes. There's the click the circles, there's the taiko, there's the catch the beat, and there's Osmania. Osmania is a vertical scrolling rhythm game. So I started playing that not too long ago. I got a new mechanical keyboard for Christmas 2019. No, 2018. Started playing in 2019, like January. That's when I got active in the game, and I went up some ranks from my previous experience on O2GMU. I played it throughout high school, so I had some experience already, and it translated somewhat to Osmania because patterns on O2GMU are different than they are on PC, because the patterns on O2GMU are more suited for touchscreen play, whereas these are actually suited for like keyboard and are generally more difficult.
Okay.
But after a year of playing, actually it was more like 10 months and then like an 8-month break, and then I started playing again recently. I am in the top 10,000 global, so that's pretty cool. My peak before I moved to Georgia was actually 7,500-ish global, maybe about 200 ranks plus or minus. But I'm playing still.
Nice.
I'm improving every day.
Yeah.
And these guys, they could back me up when I say I get very excited about that sometimes.
This is true. This is very true.
Yeah. He's always sending us screenshots of like him on the leaderboard and stuff like that.
Sometimes he gets a little too excited. He scares me. Starts yelling.
That is very true.
I mean, it's just, you do something, it's kind of cool, and You want to feel celebrated about it. You celebrate with yourself, your
Yeah,
friends.
like-
Are like, yeah, that's really cool, man. It feels good.
Top 10K, you know,
Yeah.
feeling
Top
good.
10K.
Might delete later. Who knows?
I mean, I remember in 8th grade on one of the rides home, Josh handed me his phone because all I had was a shitty little flip phone.
Oh, I remember that thing. Oh man.
Oh no.
And this was only around 6 years ago. Yeah, I think
Something like that.
around there. But
Yeah.
he hands me his phone, and he's got OC. OC. Wow.
OC.
OC.
He's got OSU pulled up. He's like, "Here, try this." I try it. I fail. I don't know how this man does this magic with his fingers and hands, but man,
That's crazy.
You want to run that one back, Chief?
Let's just say, my experience with rhythm games really taught me a thing or two about how to work my fingers. Yeah.
All right, can we move on from the subject, please? This one's
No, let's. I like this one. Let's continue. What you mean, brother?
elaborate.
Yeah.
What do you
like-
mean elaborate? I
Did you say
don't know how to
later?
use my fingers, you know? I
Yeah,
don't-
lay the concrete. Or whatever you say.
Nothing.
Pause.
Who's gonna say play?
Play.
Okay.
Welcome
Well, if we do
back.
want to move on, if we do want to move on from the topic, we've got some other things to talk about. I know I've already probably spent a lot of time yabbering on about things I do. Let's
It's
talk
literally
about
been like maybe 5 minutes.
Talk about the things you don't do.
things I don't do.
Exercise.
Flying
Drugs.
on planes.
Oh, that was a great way to get that
That was a
going.
good segue. Holy shit. High Q moments. Hello, it's us. Gotta
Big
be.
gamer moves.
He say fly.
Yeah, what? You
can't
scared of
fly.
flies, Josh?
I can't do airplanes, man.
No, I share this fear. Airplanes, elevators, and I don't like escalators either.
I mean, I can
Why?
handle escalators and elevators. I just can't handle planes.
And
So-
sometimes I'll be going up there and I'm just like, dang, that escalated quickly.
No, it's just scary. Bro. I don't know how to explain it. It's just
So
I'm scared of
Mason,
them.
I
you just
I
have a
just
fear of
don't-
height.
I do have a fear of heights, but I don't think it necessarily stems from that. It's just the fact that you can get trapped in an elevator and you could die on plane crashes and shit like
Bro, ain't you seen Star Wars Episode 3? Just cut through the top and climb. Come on.
that. Come on, really?
All right, Josh. Let's talk about your logic behind being like having a fear of planes.
it's just, yeah, it just doesn't sound very pleasant. It sounds absolutely terrifying. And I already have like a massive crippling fear of heights. Like
It's like riding a bus but less bumpy.
it's like I've never ridden on a bus before.
You have ridden on a bus. Come on, man.
You rode the short bus home. Yeah, talk about
Oh no, you're right. I thought you were talking about public transportation kind of bus.
No.
It's
It's like it's riding a bus. It's a bus. Bus is bus, man.
I guess you're right. But it's like I don't know, man. I have a really crippling fear of heights. You know, I live on this second floor of the house I'm in, and I walk out my door, and there's like the this overhang that goes to like the living room, and it's like there's like the banister, and you can lean on the railing. But my God, every time I walk out of my room and I look towards the railing, I fucking feel my stomach sink just because I know that I'm higher than the floor down there.
I'm
So
not
you're
that
scared of
bad.
heights.
Like I'm just absolutely terrified of heights. And planes, they go in the air, they're high up. It's fucking scary.
Dude, I'm just saying you still have a better chance of dying in a car than being in a plane.
They say that, but I feel like
Dude,
more plane crashes are lethal
how many
than car
people-
crashes.
But there's also way fewer plane crashes. There's a car crash every day. There's not a plane crash every day.
Well, yeah, but that could just be like a little bumper like incident or whatever, and like a Walmart
There is a,
parking lot.
no. There is someone dies in a car crash every day. I am 100% sure that there's no way the entire world.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
There's
But there's also more cars than there are planes on.
let's Google, Joe. How many people die per day in the world by car accidents? If you don't mind.
The average person living in the United States has a 1 in 102 chance of dying in a car crash, compared to a 1 in 205,552 chance of dying as a passenger on an airplane. This means
I'm thinking you're okay, man.
I don't know, but it's like
the,
another thing too.
102, 200 whatever 1,552.
Yeah, that's 200. That's 2,000 times more likely.
Why did they
Okay,
both end?
but hear me out. With a car crash, you're driving. You have a lot more control
is
than
not
you do
true.
as a passenger on an airplane.
That's
What
not
if someone
true.
hits you?
You
I
can't
mean-
control the cars around you.
Yeah, but you can control your car.
No, not necessarily true.
Not necessarily. If you get hit and you go spinning or flipping, you're you're donezo.
Well, then just avoid getting hit to begin with, though.
How
Well, that's the
can
whole.
do that?
That's the purpose of
Sometimes
driving.
you can't avoid that. Other people are just bad at driving, man.
That is true. I've almost been fucking T-boned
Trust
in many
me, I
intersections.
lived in New York.
Dude, let's talk about the other day we were on our walk when that dude almost ran, or he did run that red light and he almost hit that lady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mason, you can't say yeah. You didn't go.
That was when me and Joe went on our
I thought
run.
it was when we went on when we went together, my friend.
No. This dude has brake screeching freaking thing.
He screeched like it was bad, dude. I thought it was
Dude.
over.
That was literally me. I was on my way to my dad's house for Thanksgiving, and there's like two intersections that, like, from the way I'm coming, I can't see to the left side, and it's really bad. And I'm literally on the way over there in this silver fucking Tacoma. It's not even like he blows through the stop sign at the intersection because it's a two-way stop. Like I didn't have a stop sign on my side.
Mm-hmm.
He's like rolling through it. He's going like maybe 15 through it.
just
And it's out in the country, so it's like 55, 60, like pretty much everywhere around there. And he's just going
Right.
15 through it.
What?
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
He didn't have anything like he wasn't towing anything. He didn't have anything in the back of the.
No.
So he was just going 15.
He was just going 15 through the whole intersection of that. Oh my God. It was so, like, it was scary, but it was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I was trying to like give a reason, like, play devil's advocate, guys, as to why he would be doing that in an intersection.
yeah. Well,
He's trying to be careful, man.
He's trying to be careful. Yeah, I guess. But it was like, it's whatever.
No, but this dude, so on the road I used to live on, the speed limit was like 35 and it would transition to 45. Or, yeah.
Right.
He was going at least 60.
Hmm.
Did you clock him with a speedometer?
I did not, but I can tell you that was not 45. But this dude was going fast as hell, and he comes to I think it's called like a T intersection or something like that. But he
You mean an intersection?
shut up. But no, so he was just zooming, and Evan and I were going across the road at this point, and then all of a sudden we just we hear a loud screech from his brakes.
I was like, Joe.
Dude.
Because I like seen it happening before it happened. Like you just know when like
Yeah.
you can
You know
realize
when some shit's
it's
about to
not
happen.
stopping.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
But no, someone was turning on the road he was coming from, and they had the green light. He had the red light. He must have been like doing
Not paying
something.
attention.
Yeah, who knows what he was doing, but
He stole some shit.
Yeah.
But no, Evan and I thought we were gonna have to be little
Take
EMTs
some
that
people out.
days. Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, shit. I know a good amount of, your
Isn't that the basic logic of saving someone's life? You feel like?
yeah.
I could do like chest compressions and all that stuff because we had to in middle. We had to do it in high
Yeah.
school or whatever.
It
For
was like
health.
a requirement to pass health class.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How come I remember doing that, but I don't remember like ever getting a grade for it.
That's because it was pass fail.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like a.
Stay alive.
I just remember people in our class would act up. Like one dude, he was just like he would fuck around with the dummy. He would like slap it or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh god, pull a Dwight. Speaking of CPR.
What?
Where is this going?
Yeah, where is this going?
Lifeguard.
Okay.
Yeah, you said you were trying to get a job as a lifeguard.
I mean, I was looking at it.
Word.
I mean,
I've had some friends that have been lifeguards. They enjoyed it.
RIP
They also
Austin.
said it's boring if there's nothing to do.
RIP Austin.
No, I wasn't talking about
Rest in
Austin,
peace,
but
brother.
But I was looking at like the requirements to do it. You know, you have to do certain swimming. You have to do this, do that, lift a certain
Yeah.
amount. But
Yeah.
I feel like with my my physique, I guess you could say, and then also, you know, what I'm capable of doing, I'm easily like
You could do it.
I could easily
Yeah.
do it, but it's expensive as hell.
Yeah, those classes are not fucking cheap, bro.
It's like anywhere
Mhm.
from like $100 to like $500. I think Red Cross has
Dang.
like a class that's close to 2K.
Damn.
It is crazy.
Sounds like it should.
But I mean, is
I
the
know, like-
end of it worth it? Like the pay of, saving lives and
It's not
all
even the
that.
money, it's just more the experience of saving a life. It's worth the 2K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I never would have thought it would be, but I've saved so many lives that
Yeah. You and all your hours worked as a fucking lifeguard.
No, I'm a volunteer fireman.
Are you really?
No, you're not.
Yeah, man.
No,
Oh, don't listen to him. He's fucking lying. He's not, Evan. There's no
but-
way.
But on a serious
No,
note.
man. On a serious note, I am a police officer.
Shut up. No, on a serious note, you know, I think we just, you know, as the Wang Gang podcast as a whole, we just want to say thank you to any, you know, first responders or any
Oh, yeah,
medical
definitely.
staff.
Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
firefighters and
You know,
all the people,
'cause
the doctors and nurses dealing with the
anyone,
pandemic.
you know, military and all that.
Absolutely.
Because
Oh, military, goddamn military.
I've thought about it, and you know, I've talked to people who've done an array of jobs in that whole like industry, and I don't think I could do it.
It's not easy. It's not
It
for
is
everybody. That's
not
for damn
easy.
sure.
Definitely not for everybody.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
All right. I mean,
I feel like I could if I had to, but I wouldn't want to.
yeah, if I had to, probably, but it wouldn't be my
The need
first.
presented itself.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So that got really serious and everything. So let's try to.
Yeah, that got
transition.
serious as hell.
Trying to like
So, like I
a
was
little bit.
saying, when I was a firefighter, this one time, right, I was saving this cat from this tree.
Oh my
You-
god.
Hey,
Hey, hey, Evan.
what's up, man?
Would you be down to help find a groundhog, possibly?
A groundhog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be down.
Okay. Cool.
I have some Native American roots in my heritage, so I can
don't-
like track stuff.
I don't know
Roots
if
in my heritage.
I don't. Can we say
Roots
this?
in my yes, you say that. Okay.
Bro, I was serious. I got some Native American in me. I got
Oh, like-
ancestry.
I do too.
I've been on the ancestry. I know what I got.
Like that's actually like not that far down the line. Like
Oh no, mine's far. Like
yeah, mine's not that far, believe it or not, which is crazy because I'm so pasty white.
that is
But
true.
like my mom, like her complexion is more dark than mine. My dad's
Oh
just
yeah.
extra pasty, so it just made up for it.
Yeah.
I got his
Word.
complexion. Yeah. But yeah, what's up with this groundhog?
Josh, what are you doing over there, man?
I just lean back in my chair.
All you heard
I
is
don't know what's up with the groundhog.
It's like
Oh, the
all the
groundhog.
way back.
Oh,
Yes.
We found it today. It's
Well, then
like
why do you need help finding it again?
Yeah, I'm
well,
confused.
no, okay. So we found out it's here because we walked
Oh, okay.
outside to cut some wood for.
It just
a
means
room.
summer's early, or something like that.
What'd you say?
He didn't see your shadow, bro.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh my god. No, my sister saw it and she thought it was a cat.
It was
Oh, that is not what I want to approach against a cat.
bro. You can't trust a New Yorker, man.
Shut up.
I'm just playing.
No, we know where we know where it's digging, or we know at least one of the holes, because we've already tried to flood it out. And
Yeah.
Why you laughing, bro?
Well, you can't flood out a fucking like a system for a beaver dam, whatever, like a groundhog.
Groundhog?
A groundhog.
You
Well,
went
it's
from,
like,
like, how do you go from beaver to
It-
groundhog to beaver?
It's been a long day.
sounds like it. Shit.
It is what 11:30, and
You can't be saying a time, man. You can't let people know when we record.
Oh, God forbid they know that it's 11:30. We just
forbid.
have awful sleep schedules.
I mean,
It's currently 4 a.m. Josh just woke up. Mason just is going to bed.
oh god.
It's tough. It's tough life.
It's tough.
On a real note, I went to sleep at like 9 a.m.
Why?
today, and I woke up at like 3 p.m.
Homie, why?
Because he
I don't know.
can.
Because he can.
I can't maintain a constant sleep schedule. It's always shifting.
I can't during the quarantine, but it has been hard.
I mean, I don't
Can
know.
you say the last part again?
Hard.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, ever since I started renovating, doing a lot of physical activity. I mean,
Let's talk about your oven, man.
my oven.
Oh, your brick oven you're building.
Oh, the brick oven for the fire pit. Yes, that is quite it's quite a task right there. Let's see.
I imagine so.
When we got here, I'm living with my sister, so they had a few spare rooms and like, yeah, you can have one. But they got this place from my brother-in-law's dad, so there was obviously work that had to be done, and one of those tasks was to clear out the fire pit and make it look better. So I started doing that, and there were bricks, just laying around the yard, like a good amount. I think I've counted them, and we're up to like 80, and it's not your standard size brick. Like they're huge.
It's like cinder blocks, Chief.
They're not cinder blocks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like in between the size of a regular brick and then a cinder block. That's how big they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no. Ever since then, I've just been working on clearing that fire pit, and then also, I've started building the frame for a brick oven.
Nice.
Dude, you better invite us over when the oven's done.
Well, I plan to have everything done Friday because my sister already invited you guys to the bonfire.
This is true. This is true. I done forgot it.
Yeah.
What time?
It's a shame I'm not there.
What time?
Yeah.
That is a very good question.
I don't know if I'll be able to go just because of house stuff, but
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
I mean, no, if you boys come to the fire, then we could record a small clip. I don't know. I'll probably on
Be done.
Patreons, by the way.
On
On
the
the Patreon.
Yeah, it's gonna go to the Patreon. But it'll be a small clip. So
Do you
that means-
guys want to talk about the Patreon for a second?
Yeah, we probably should. We should plug it at some point.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
what do you mean plug it? It's already like it.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, we should probably talk about it in voice.
Yeah.
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 So I think we have 3 tiers.
Yes.
It's like 5, 10, and 15.
3, 5,
No,
and
it's 3, 5, and
10
dollars. That is,
US.
and
US.
US. The USD.
Yeah.
Can you say the last part one more time for me?
The USD.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Who knows?
It just has the chance to be taken in a sexual way. That's why he likes it.
Oh yeah, I get.
Oh my god.
Our 3 tiers. We got the $3 per month, and you get access. Well, you get access regardless to the Discord server, but this gives
You
you
can join Discord.
Patreon
You should.
exclusives. Yeah, you should. Maybe you'll see us around or something.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
by this time, or by the time I post it, we'll have the Discord all set up and
Ready to go.
accessible.
Yep.
Just so
But,
you guys know, if you participate in the Patreon, just know that it's putting food on Joe's table.
Shut up.
He's not putting food on Joe's table.
You can't eat
Patreon
the
money that we
rest of it.
generate goes back into the podcast to make it higher
I just want to make
quality.
that clear. We're not pocketing any money from that. It's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
back to make
We're
the podcast.
like all of that is going to making it better, to getting better mics, better sound system, getting an actual table for us to all sit at. Because right now we're recording on Discord, but because Rona and all that shit.
Right.
Rona.
But yeah, the $3 tier will get you access to the Patreon exclusive channels in the Discord, and maybe some time to chat with us, and maybe suggest some topics and ideas, and we may talk about those in one of the future episodes.
Yeah, for sure. I'm done with that.
And then for $5, you get access to what we already mentioned, the Patreon exclusives in the Discord server, and you get access to exclusive videos and clips and outtakes. that we may, have on there.
Yeah. So
And if you guys pay for the premium $20 a month, you'll get access to my full firefighter experience on my other channel.
oh god, I can't.
Disclaimer: we don't actually have that tier.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But yeah. And then there's the $10 a month. And honestly, the description is actually incredibly vague. So Joe, please elaborate. What does the $10 per month tier get?
Yeah, $10.
Yes.
Our highest tier right now.
Our highest tier.
They get access to everything we already said.
That is true.
They get a free shirtless picture of Joe.
I mean, if you want.
Now that's something I'd pay $10 for.
A month.
A month.
A month.
You get a
You just
different
get a
one per
new
month.
shirtless picture every
It's
month.
like baseball cards. You just collect them.
Yeah.
This
You just
is-
get like a random shirtless picture of one of the
I'm
members
sorry
every
we're
month.
pimping you out, Joe, but we need better mics.
Yeah, no, I understand. I completely
I
understand.
completely understand. And I agree to these terms.
Some of our members need better mics, i.e., 2 of them.
Me.
Hey,
I'm
don't
perfectly
at,
fine with the Blue Yeti.
don't at anyone. Mason.
I will go ahead and say I know one of them is me.
Yeah, one of them's me, and my mic is not the best.
Yeah.
He gets
And that's the
job
2.
done, but it doesn't get it done properly.
Yeah. I mean, you're on a headset right now, so
Yeah.
Hey, you can't be calling people out like that. You're going to have to cut that out, man.
I'm not cutting
He
it out.
was out for blood with that one.
You can't put that. I can't have the comments people knowing that I have a headset on. You gotta take that out, man.
No, I'm not taking it out.
I can't handle the cyberbullying.
I'm
I
not
just do
taking
that. It's
Shut up.
really-
You are
But
getting
no,
cyberbullied.
okay.
There's no way around this.
I'm gonna
Okay,
take it out.
back to the Patreon.
Are you? You're gonna take it out, though, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
So the lowest is the $3 per month, and that's kind of it's called the 4-piece Wang, and then the $5 a 6-piece Wang, and then $10 a 12-piece Wang.
Mm.
Now the $10 one,
Like I said, we'll include the shirtless picture of Joe. That is.
it
Okay.
sure, okay, I agree to that.
Yeah.
But with the $10, you'll be able to see when we start uploading Wang Gang to go, you'll get the behind the scenes content.
You could
all
also
that.
get it earlier, perhaps. I'm
you-
not sure yet.
Yeah, we try to upload that earlier, and then you'd also get our pre-recording and post-recording from the podcast.
Oh, those are the best conversations, man.
Yes,
Absolutely.
those are going to be, I guess you could say. Would you say NSFW? I mean, is it really?
Yeah.
No, I mean, we're not being too out of pocket in there. It's just
Well, I mean,
extra content if you want to listen to it.
It's definitely I know that our podcast isn't already marketed towards children. It's it's already marked for mature content, but
this is
if
way
anything,
off.
the
This is rated R stuff.
yeah, the pre-recording and the post-recording,
It's rated X.
absolutely.
Rated X.
This is not some shit you want to listen to with your parents in the room.
No.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
God, bro, you act like we talking about killing people. Chill. It ain't that bad, bro. We just got worse. Just chill out.
I mean, I still wouldn't listen to even the podcast with my parents in the room.
Joe,
finish
you
that
can't do that because your parents kicked you out. Come on now.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, if you're listening, make sure you got those headphones plugged in. I know we're already an hour and something into the podcast, but if you've been listening through a speaker, we're going to go ahead and say stop.
Unless you're comfortable with your environment.
Unless you're comfortable in your environment.
Yeah.
Josh gets a little out of hand.
Yep.
He is wiling sometimes.
Sometimes.
Straight up.
By sometimes, we want to say 80% of the time?
Probably.
This is I don't know if we talked about this before, but I have another Josh story since this is the Josh episode.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
This boy got me suspended. The only time I got suspended in high school was because of him. I didn't blame him because it was both of our faults.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? I haven't heard this story.
I have not.
Josh knows what I'm talking about. So we're in history class, or what was it, civics or something? I think it was civics.
Yeah, it was.
Same thing. It's in the same category.
Yeah.
Social studies.
Social.
And so our teacher,
No,
he was a decent dude. No name, yeah, no name drop, but he was a decent dude. He was never really had any issues with him or anything prior to this or after. It was just a one-time thing.
Mhm.
But occasionally, like, he would let us like use like an open note test, or we would be able to take like tests within groups.
Mhm.
And this particular day, it was me, Josh, and one other individual. We were in this group to take this open note test with a group. It was literally like the easiest thing possible. And everyone kind of already had the answers because they were just sending them to each other through like phones, which everyone had their phones out, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And me and Josh and the other dude in our group were just talking, just random chats. We were talking about like how Heelys used to be so cool and how we both wanted a pair but never had a pair and all that.
Used to be. They still are.
True. And then and so I was like, I wonder if they still make those. So I'm like, I look it up, and I'm sitting there looking. Me and Josh are like hunched over on my phone, looking at Heelys, like the ones we like think have cool colors and stuff. And I mind you, everyone else is on their phone, and the teacher just happened to come over and just tap on my shoulder. He's like, or he was walking by, and Josh taps on my shoulder. So I remember someone tapped on my shoulder. He's like, yo, like put it away. So I like put it in my pocket. And he's like, the teacher catches me like putting it in my pocket, and he's like, give it to me. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, give it to me. I know you're on your phone. I was like, nah, like it fell on the floor. Like I wasn't on my phone. He's like, I seen you pick it up. Like I seen you put it in your pocket. I was like, yeah, it's because it fell on the floor. I'm not gonna just leave it on the floor. He's like, give it to me right now. And I just didn't like the way he said give it to me. So I was like, I'm not giving this dude my phone. Like, nah, forget that.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, well, give me your phone and go to the office, and you're getting sent home. I literally just grabbed my stuff. I was like, all right, I'll see you later, man.
I mean, that's how it is. It's like, giving your phone's just dumb.
And
I
with,
was
You don't know what they're
Cause,
gonna
like,
do with it.
it's easier just to get suspended because you don't get your phone back until your parent comes and gets it. And like both of my parents were busy at the time working. Like they both had jobs, and they weren't
Yeah.
even mad
Yeah.
about it. They're like, yeah, like I wouldn't have given my phone either. Like
No, that's a dumbass rule.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were done with our test at this point too. We were just sitting in a circle talking and looking at Heelys. Out of all things,
And looking
You
at
were
the
just-
Heelys.
We're just looking at Heelys, man.
Oh god.
I would rather get caught checking my MySpace than looking at Heelys.
My MySpace.
Oh god.
I don't know why that Josh story just reminded me of the Josh episode.
I'm trying to think if I have any.
I
about
got a
him.
lot. That's just the one that was on top of my head.
I mean, how crazy and shit were we planning to get with this?
I don't know.
Nothing- Not that story.
Another
I know
Josh.
what you're thinking about.
Not
that story.
Okay, okay.
I have another Josh story that involves this teacher. This teacher, I would say, was a little paranoid. Like, I guess we were like,
Dude.
we didn't go to the best school. We had some gun incidents at our school.
Yeah.
Did
Oh
we?
yeah.
And
Yes, we
Josh
did.
used to play his rhythm games in his jacket on his tablet, and he would just put his like head in his jacket and his arms in his
No, I
jacket.
wouldn't play on my tablet. I play on my phone, and
Uh,
I'd be usually like looking at YouTube or
Well, I
like
mean,
whatever.
You did bring your tablet in for a
You
few
did bring your
months.
tablet a few times. I just assumed it was your tablet because I never seen what was in your hoodie that day when it happened. But he like
Oh,
he's like, do me a favor, don't move fast, but I need you to take your arms out of your jacket now.
oh, I know what teacher's talking about. I know what this is.
Dude, he was so serious. Like he just looked like just the straightest face. Like Josh was about to just commit like mass murder.
I mean,
Josh-
I thought he was.
Josh looks up with like this face I'll never forget because I just like looked at Josh and he just like looked surprised that he said that.
I was taken aback, man.
It just looked like Josh was sleeping, and at first I thought he was just going to wake him up, but he's like, "I need you to don't move fast. Don't move fast. I need you to take your arms out of your jacket now." I was like, "Is this happening right now?"
And I mean, I did. I took my arms out of my jacket. And I didn't move fast.
The funny thing is, no, you just went boop boop, and you did one at a time. Oh man.
That's funny to me.
And
Oh.
to finish that up, no, I didn't get my phone taken away.
No, you didn't, which is crazy because you were on it.
Yes, I was.
Man, what was he gonna do? Reach in your hoodie, start fishing around in there?
Yeah,
Come
do
on
me a
now.
favor. Don't move your arm. Coming in.
Man bun no.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh, man. That's big funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But that tactic has worked every single year. And
It's so surprising that it worked. If you could see him and just
Yeah.
say, you know what he's doing.
see Ethan over here. He actually has a photo of what it looked like when I was doing that.
I don't
And
have
Oh, you don't?
it's somewhere. If I look for it, I might have it or something.
We
But
find it,
it's
we go in the Patreon and just link it to this episode. But
it doesn't look like I'm sleeping.
no, it literally just looks like you're hiding your phone. But like
Yeah.
this particular time, I legit thought you were sleeping because it was so quiet in class.
Yeah.
And like he had like probably like the This Is America or whatever it was. What was it? The America Story of Us, like the documentary we used to watch in like every history.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I hated that.
That was like every single history class.
Every
you
history-
watched it in 9th grade. You watched it in
It's
10th,
a
11th,
good
and
show,
12th.
And I'm a history buff, so I enjoyed it. But
If it's
I
not
always
the
enjoyed
history
history
on
class. We had
cooking,
good
I don't
teachers in
care.
our school.
Honestly,
man.
some of the history teachers really good.
yeah, I
All
like
ones I had were really
all the.
chill.
Yeah,
Do we had all the history teachers together? Didn't we, Josh?
You have
I
world
think we
history with
did.
me?
Yeah, me, and Austin. Oh no, no, we didn't have. That was the one we didn't have together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first. That was the only one we didn't have together. But we had the rest of them together, I believe.
Yep.
Dang, I wasn't in like any of your classes.
Me
I
and Josh
know.
had a class like every other semester together.
I don't remember being in a class with Joe throughout my entire time in high school.
I had a few classes with Joe.
Well, didn't like Josh and Evan, didn't you boys just take standards?
For history, yes, not for everything.
I took a good amount of honors.
It's crazy because that was like my favorite subject, and I was like, I probably could have done like honors and AP, but I really just wanted to sleep, and I knew the stuff like
Mhm.
before even the class started, just because like that's one of my interests. But like, you can ask Josh. Me and him every day were just snoozing.
Mm.
Snooze.
It was always third period for us too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was always lunch period, third period.
Yeah, we always had it. Dang, we always had it lunch. That's crazy. So
Mhm.
we'd come back from
It's the
lunch.
perfect time to sleep. Damn.
Yeah, we would either come back from lunch or sometimes we'd sleep before and after lunch.
And I mean, in some of those classes, it's like before lunch because you had like get 15 minutes before lunch because of the building we were in. And it's like
yeah.
usually you didn't do anything in those first 15 minutes anyway. It's just like whatever.
Or he would too. I know the one teacher we had whenever we did have the lunch that was like 15 minutes before, or like you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
He would just tell us what we were going to do after lunch, and then by the time he was done with that, we'd just go to lunch.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
always hated having classes like that because it
Like
was
split?
literally in the middle of the class when you were just getting into the flow of working
Yeah.
that you go up and go to lunch.
See, my whole thing was just like splitting my naps. I just didn't like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could never sleep in school except for like the last year. I mean, that's
I could, but only after exams.
Because you're jacked up on caffeine the entire time. Of course you can't sleep.
Shut
Don't
up.
sleep now.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I never slept in school, not a single time. Not
Really?
even after. No.
You were just faking it?
Yeah. I try to sleep. Like after exams, I'd lay my
Every
head
time
out.
my head was down, I'd peek up, like I'd wake up a little bit, or like, you know where you jump in class when you're sleeping?
Yes.
I would do that, and I'd look back, and he's always had his head down. I was like, okay, well, I'm not the only one. I don't feel bad.
Well, I mean, I can't fall
But you
asleep.
really don't.
That's the thing. I cannot fall asleep unless I'm lying down, unless I'm absolutely tired,
No, bro.
like
Just lie down on the
exhausted.
desk.
See, I don't know. I would work like super long nights and then like get up and go pick up my girlfriend at the time, like early for school, and then go to school, and then like have classes, and then I would just be tired all day, and then go straight from school to work and just repeat it until like the weekend, and then I'd have to work the weekend too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I mean, yeah. Working during school.
It must have been tiring.
Not for me.
Joe, just don't get tired.
I'd be
He just
working.
doesn't
I'd
get
be,
tired.
I'd be working 40+ hours, going to school 40+ hours.
It
I'm
was
pretty
like,
sure this dude would check out early just to go to his job
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
every single day.
I just didn't have I didn't have like the lot. I only had 2 classes my like last semester, and I just would go home and sleep and then go to work.
Sometimes.
No, I had 2. I had 3.
Sometimes I just skipped work for school.
You mean skip school for work?
Yeah.
I was about to say, knowing you definitely not do that. It
but
would be the other way around.
but I passed. That's all that matters. I passed with like high grades. So
That's good.
yeah.
Shout out Joe for doing all my quizzes for that one class. You know which one I'm talking about.
Do I?
Yeah.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about auto?
Brother, come on, you can't say that.
I said auto.
Yeah, you can't say that.
I can't say
Dude,
automotive?
but everyone cheated in that class. That's why I didn't take it. Because like no one in that class took it seriously. It was
I
literally just
did.
a free period.
I did.
Honestly, Joe was the only one that took it seriously. But like, I was cool with like working on cars and stuff. But like, I loved our teacher. He's my favorite teacher in the entire school. But
Yeah.
he
didn't
wasn't a
care.
very book teacher. Like, he didn't teach by anything by the book. He would just tell us to read, and then we would just take on like a few tests of what we read. And every time we would have to do that, Joe would be the only one that read the chapters, and he would know it.
Yeah, I
And
should have
so-
started charging.
Come on, you wouldn't charge me now. Come on, man.
No, I wouldn't charge you.
Mhm.
No, but
Fuck
I
it.
remember in that class we had to replace, what was it, like a fuel pump? Yeah, it was a fuel pump.
There's a fuel pump, my spark plugs.
No, but the time we had to replace the fuel pump,
We played a lot of stuff.
you and I and a few other people started working on the fuel pump, and when we took it down, some gas came out.
Oh yeah.
Once we did that, the teacher said, after this, I would tell you guys, try to get checked out, go shower, and then just stay home because you might get lightheaded or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
After that, we just kept spilling gas on ourselves so we could go home and get an excused absence.
Yes, but
Oh my god, I cannot believe you.
That is one thing that is kind of
here's
something
the
shady
thing.
we did, but
Here's the thing, I didn't like check out right after that class. I waited because I never, I have my intolerance to like a lot of stuff is really high, so I didn't get a headache or I didn't get lightheaded or anything.
I never got a headache. I just left.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still wanted to continue with school because I didn't work that day. So I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time at home. But so I think it was like third period. My teacher was like, Joe, you smell like gas, and I told her what happened. She was like, she told me to get checked out and go home.
I just remember after that first time, we all went to the office and were like, "Yeah, we spilled gas on ourselves. Like, we need to go home and take a shower." It's like, "Yeah, like you guys are fine. Like, anytime this happens, y'all get an excused absence."
Yeah.
And me and this other dude that was in it, we just lit up like a light bulb. We're like,
And after that,
every time we worked on the car, we would just rub like grease and gas
and
all
half the
over
class-
ourselves.
half the class would do the exact.
Okay, so like I remember like everyone tried to do it, and then like at one point the teacher was like, "Yeah, only like these individuals were working on the car. Like these dudes didn't do anything. They don't need to go home."
Yeah.
And he would just kind of look out for us, and we would just go home and
Well, I mean, yeah,
have pretty much
'cause
the rest of the day off, and it was excused.
it's not like these cars were just cars that were donated to the school or anything.
They were the teachers' cars.
They were teachers' cars. They would be random strangers' cars. They'd be student cars.
We worked on my car one time because I would
did.
I blew something on the way into school one day, and who did I call? I called somebody in the class. Like, "Yo, put the teacher on the phone." Yeah, I hate you. I was like, "Put him on the phone." And I was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna be late. Like, this is happening." And then that was another excused absence. I was all about
Yeah.
them excused absences. I just did not want to be there.
But that teacher did hook you up because you got that work for free.
Well, yeah. I mean, I bought the parts, but
Well, yeah, but at least you didn't pay for labor.
the labor, yeah.
Because I did that work.
Me and you and the other dude.
Yeah.
Can't say names. By the way, guys, we don't say names in the podcast if they're not in it. It's just a courtesy rule of anybody we personally know. We just don't want to
Mm-hmm.
make anyone sound bad or,
We don't want to
Whatever.
expose you.
we don't expose anybody.
Where were we going?
I don't know where we're going.
Where are we heading, man?
You tired, Holmes?
No.
Come on, man.
Let's hop back on the thing though, so we can
Talk about my
start.
lying cunt act. No, I'm just kidding.
How is everyone so tired? I've been like working.
No, I only yawn because Evan yawned.
Yeah, it's contagious. Everybody know that.
I haven't yawned.
Well, every
Don't
time sometimes when I hear the word yawn, I fucking yawn.
That makes me want to yawn.
Please don't.
Mm-hmm.
Amen to that, brother.
Every time I hear coffee, I automatically get high. Craziness. I have not had coffee in a hot minute.
What?
You had coffee the other day.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, I take that back. I had coffee today.
Today?
Yeah.
I know. So
I haven't had coffee in a hot
together.
minute. Oh, I haven't had coffee in a hot minute. Oh, I had coffee today.
Well, okay. So the amount of coffee I have has definitely cut down. And you want to know why that is?
What?
Because of Gamer Subs. I know we're not sponsored by them, but they really are amazing.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my personal drink sponsor, water.
Water.
You can get it at any local grocery store.
You get it from your local sink.
You can get it from your local sink in most countries.
And then you can also get it at Crackhead's home.
And if you really are looking forward to it, there's this place. It's the biggest water plant in the world. It's called the Ocean. This has been brought
Do
to you
not
by
drink
the
ocean water. Do not drink ocean
the-
water.
Disclaimer: Do not drink ocean water.
But if you want to go visit the site, it is called www.com/ocean.
www.com/
Yeah, www.com/.
Yeah, the fourth W actually stands for water.
Yeah, wet.
No, but if
It's
you do,
it's wet water wet.
if you do decide to drink ocean water, just pour a little GG subs in it, and it'll make it 100 times better because you get electrolytes from the salt.
You know, I don't
think
that's how
Yo,
it works.
No.
Let's not listen to anything. Just don't drink salt water, people.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to be
Most you should do with it is gargle
Try.
it in your mouth. You got a sore throat or something, but don't drink it.
I know it's good for sores.
sores.
Yeah,
It's also good
sores
if
are
you
like.
have acne on your face, like you dip your face in it.
I've also like
Mhm.
if Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
I
Where you
have
going,
no
bud?
idea.
I was gonna say when people are teething, but
Teething?
yeah, but that doesn't make sense. I don't know why I
No,
was
it
thinking.
doesn't make sense.
I know, know, like whenever you like swim in the ocean, you got a cut on your leg. It just like
It
It
sucks.
does
heals.
some magic. It does some magic, man. It's the
Ew.
same thing with like Epsom salt. Like people bathing in Epsom salt when they're sore, they have cuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what you guys
I
do
mean,
with that?
I used to do it when I had soccer, yeah, because my legs would hurt. I
Yeah,
have
Joe
cuts
uses,
on
it
my
as,
legs,
yeah,
so
Joe uses it as an ingredient.
it's a food.
That's food. It adds
Don't need
nice
that salt.
He got
flavor.
Epsom salt and pepper. That's on his kitchen table. He doesn't have normal like salt.
No eye dyes, no nothing, bro.
No kosher. And I love Himalayan salt, man.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
Especially when you get in the grinder. Yes, Joe.
Nothing.
No, go ahead, Joe.
I didn't.
Joe over here is going to teach us his recipe for Himalayan salt.
He's gonna teach us the recipe for water.
No, that's a secret.
He's like, I'm not giving you my water recipe. Get out of here.
I can't give you that.
That's a secret, Holmes.
I can give you that one, but it's gonna cost you.
That's a family secret.
I mean, it's still Josh's episode. So Josh,
Anything
Yeah.
you want to talk about, brother?
It is your episode.
I don't know.
okay. I have something.
Okay.
We lightly brought it up in the last episode. That Josh got everyone hooked on these Oriental drinks.
Ooh, banana milk.
Oh man, that is so good.
If you guys haven't tried it and you're open to new things, banana milk is very delicious.
Melon milk too.
And aloe.
And aloe vera, yep.
Absolutely.
Not the
But,
stuff you put on your skin though. Not that. Do not drink that.
And don't go to your medical aisle. You get some aloe cream or whatever, and just say like, "Yeah, this is it. This is the stuff they're talking about," and start drinking it.
It's in a bottle that you drink. Pretty sure you can find it at a lot of gas stations, at least around here.
Yeah, like they have like aloe
find, like,
drinks.
Big. Usually it comes in like a big rectangular bottles. I've seen it at like Oriental stores or
You can get
Asian
it.
markets.
You can get it at a lot of Oriental places. A few retail stores sell it. If it's gonna be in a retail store or any grocery store, it's gonna be with like your like around the world stuff. So your Hispanic foods, your Oriental foods, anything that isn't, I guess, from America, it's gonna be there.
Right.
Anything that's not from America.
Yeah. So
Absolutely delicious. I know a lot of people, the texture throws them off with the aloe vera.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember someone
That's
that
I
I
love
introduced it
yeah.
to didn't really like the aloe vera.
Yeah.
I've heard
But I
people
mean,
say it's like drinking boogers, and I'm like, nah, man.
I mean, yeah, it's got pulp in it, but
Hey,
it's
you
Yeah.
like
do realize you said the same thing last time?
Did I say that last time,
You did say it last week.
brother? I
We
can't.
can bring it up again this week. It's fine.
it doesn't matter. But I mean, yeah, I understand the texture is not for everyone, but it certainly is very good, hydrating. Absolutely, it tastes great.
Joe, let's pull out them health benefits for it, man. For drinking aloe.
We're drinking aloe.
Yeah, I wanna
Yeah,
know.
go to the first like
I know it's good for you. but-
healthbenefits.com and
You know, I'll go
like,
to-
oh yeah, it's
I'll
got
go to-
amazing benefits for the skin and the organs. It makes you
sure.
see better, makes you run faster. You know, it's got
Makes you
all
breathe
kinds of
underwater. That
makes you
is
breathe
not
underwater.
Shut up.
disclaimer. That probably does not work.
It makes you immune to fire, you know, because it has aloe. You're drinking aloe, you know, it infuses with your skin, and as soon
Yeah.
as you get burned, your skin just heals itself automatically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That is not true, guys. Please
Yeah.
do not.
Disclaimer:
Okay, so
that's false.
So would you like to actually know
Yes, I actually am curious because
benefits?
I've been drinking it for a while, and I know it's
Yeah.
healthy. I know it's good for you. I just don't know what exactly it
Now,
helps.
I mean, I do have to admit some of this stuff, I mean, it's I don't want to say like just don't act childish when I say it. I mean,
Go for it,
it's
man.
so
Yeah.
obviously
I
it does
promise you, I will not act childish. I put it in.
it does help with hydration. So, the aloe plant, it's water dense, and it definitely, with being water dense, it helps with keeping hydrated. And then I think, no, I'm not gonna say it because I don't think it's true, but there might be some uh, if you are starting to go into dehydration, like the stages of it. I feel like if you could get your hands on some aloe, it would probably help more than water. That sounds crazy, but
Word.
yeah.
It's
But,
interesting,
Um,
guys. This is friendly reminder. Drink your water.
yeah, drink water.
Yeah,
I
stay hydrated.
I know I drink a lot of coffee and all that, but I still drink water.
Yeah, in fact, if you're listening, if you haven't taken a sip of water since the start of the episode, go get yourself a glass right now. Pause it, come back, start, and resume it.
Yeah,
Stay hydrated out there, especially during these times. If you
yeah.
should definitely stay hydrated.
But
Josh, thank you for your medical advice, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
another benefit is it helps your like liver function, so it helps with the detoxing and everything.
So if you guys are an alcoholic, you can just drink that and it counteracts it. So you can just for every beer you
Drink
drink,
more.
you just drink more alcohol and you're good.
I don't know about that.
Disclaimer, probably doesn't work.
It helps with heartburn. It has digestive benefits, so it does relieve constipation.
You said don't be childish. You're the only one that giggles at constipation.
Shut up. Well, shut up. It's because I with this move, my body's not used to living here, so
You're talking about that. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Get shit in a new house.
Do you want to talk about that, Joe?
No.
Okay.
It gives a boost in vitamins B, C, and E, and folic acid. Also in copper, chromium, sodium, selenium, magnesium, potassium, manganese, zinc, B12, and then that's pretty much it.
Dude, I cannot wait for the stores to open back up. That's the first thing I'm going to get.
Oh
That
yeah.
Well, I
and I
mean,
need some Japanese mayo.
I feel like with that, since we're in phase 1 and
Of
retail's,
yeah.
yeah, I feel like you should be able to go, like, they should open. They should be open.
I don't
I
know.
mean-
You can go check sometime this week, Jeff, if you want.
Okay, yeah.
The local
Yeah, the
Oriental
local-
supermarket is at least for me, it's open, and on the front door there's signs that say no mask, no entry. You have to wear a mask, or they're absolutely not.
Well, that's
let
just
you
the great thing about the United States is every state has different regulations for all this.
Oh, it's good for your skin.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's why you put it on burns.
No. Shut up. The drink.
Well, I mean, I imagine so.
It could help with acne,
Oh, word.
and it helps with psoriasis and dermatitis.
Will it help me get a girlfriend?
Probably not.
Maybe.
Just kidding. Don't want one. Don't need one.
But I mean, I know none of us do any like makeup or anything. But
What do you mean?
it's also good for makeup remover, makeup primer, lightweight moisturizer.
Mason, you taking notes?
I hate you. You're fucking dumb.
And it's pretty much,
Man, aloe is just magic.
yeah.
It's magical, bro. Might as well be the fountain of youth.
Eternal life.
If you want to say that.
Question mark?
effect.
Question mark? Question mark?
On a side effect, maybe eternal life. We don't know yet.
Can we get sponsored by aloe, like the plant itself?
Dude, I hope we get sponsored. If we had an aloe sponsor and they just deliver cases to us, I would be more than happy if we never got a check.
It would be a good idea.
Yes, like
Let's start emailing some people, man. Let's
It would be a great
we can
idea.
get our marketing team on that.
a marketing team.
We should
so
It's awesome.
like
business
get a
suits.
bunch of different brands of aloe drink and like review.
Ooh,
compare
the
it.
aloe taste test.
Review channels help.
Bro,
Wang
we just
Gang
coming
video YouTube
Wang
channel
Gang
ideas, by the way.
Reviews.
Stay tuned. We're
Um,
still in phase 1, so I guess we can't really hang out. But when we do hang out again,
What do you mean?
we've got
we
a
can't
lot of
hang out?
YouTube. Well,
I mean,
we can't.
y'all can hang out. I can't.
Yeah, Josh won't be there.
I'll
we'll
be
get
there
like
in spirit.
we'll get like a body pillow. We'll just like tape an iPad to it. We'll FaceTime him.
I have one.
I like
You do?
Oh god,
Here goes. I have one.
I do have one. That helps my back.
That's
But,
good.
I don't think you're talking about the same kind of body
I
pillow
don't
me and
think you're
Josh are.
talking about the same body pillow.
Probably don't.
Oh.
God.
But
no,
actually, OB, go on.
I mean, I was just gonna say, with trying different aloes, I've had a few different brands, and I think the ones with the lower sugar quality taste better, like the lower sugar amount.
Like quantity, yeah,
Quantity,
not
not
quality.
quality.
Guys,
Yeah.
aloe's an incredible drink. I just think it's there's just so many good things about it, man. If you guys haven't tried it, like I said, try it.
Yep.
Absolutely. And while we're on the topic of things you consume, I want to talk about some homemade beef
On the
jerky.
On the topic of things you can consume.
There's a lot of things, brother.
There
Beef
is.
Could consume this specific piece of media
What
from
you tell me
1938.
if your mom made homemade
You
beef
can, you can, but should you?
Josh, weren't you telling me that your mom made homemade spicy beef jerky? You brought some one time, did you
Yeah,
not?
I brought some
Oh,
on multiple
Dude,
occasions.
it was good.
That was
I
good
remember
stuff.
this.
I remember everyone
It was
loved this stuff.
it was it had spice to it, man.
Yeah, it was pretty spicy. It had good flavor too. It wasn't just it was spicy.
Yeah, it wasn't
tasted
it wasn't just
good too.
heat with no where it burns your mouth and it's just unbearable. I don't know, it was
Yeah.
good.
Flavor.
It had that sweet heat to it. I almost feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm. Dude, you gotta share that recipe with the.
But I remember people in class would start asking me, like, "Hey, let me get a bite of that beef jerky," and I'd be like, "All right." And it came to a point where I was like, I could make money, selling beef jerky. And I mean, it's not like something we made very often. I mean, it was like once every year or 2 or 3. But I haven't had beef jerky since the last time. The last time I brought it to school, that was the last time I had beef jerky.
Oh wow, really?
Homemade.
I got you,
Yeah.
brother. I got you. I got a recipe.
But Joe over here, he's good with cooking. He cooks stuff, and I've shared the parts of the recipe that I know with him.
He shared the ingredients. He hasn't shared proportions or anything like that.
Yeah,
But
I don't even remember what they were. It was like we use Carolina Reaper puree,
mm-hmm.
and then
I mean,
we use habanero peppers and something else like
do you
Thai pepper.
do you want me to look through my my book? I
You
don't-
can.
The
I don't know.
faded book.
I don't know if I have it on me. I think it's packed in a box somewhere. But I mean, cause I've got 4 different journals I write in. Cause I do be forgetting where I put one journal, so I gotta go find another journal.
All right, but that stuff, if you've ever made beef jerky at home, it takes a while to dehydrate it and
See,
get it to that right texture of
I'd be
crispiness. And
yeah. See, here's the thing. I'd be fine with making beef jerky, but I sort of
I think you'd
I
be
lost
good
my
at it.
dehydrator.
I think you'd be good at it because you gotta maintain it. It takes a while. It'll be in the dehydrator for
Yeah.
maybe 10 hours or something.
Did you say 10?
I don't know how long, honestly.
Brother.
But it was like
Come
it's
on.
in there for a while. It's like a few hours.
A few hours now. We go to 10 to
Yeah.
3.
Huh?
A few is 3.
Oh, we need to talk about this too.
Huh?
When someone says a few, like, can you bring me a few potatoes?
It's 3.
They mean 3.
Yes.
If they say a couple,
It's
that's
2.
2.
Thank
When I say a few, I normally think of like anywhere from 3 to 5, and then several.
No, it's dumb. It's 3.
Now, because few starts with F, and then 4 starts with F, so it makes sense.
No.
And then several is like 6 or more.
Okay.
No,
and
several 7.
Half dozen is 6, a dozen is 12, and a baker's dozen is 13. You're welcome.
I guess. I don't know. I always think of a few as
insane.
a 4.
No, few it's 3 because it goes. Can you bring me a? Can you bring me a couple? Can you bring me a few?
And then
1, 2, 3. Then it goes 5, and then handful, and then half dozen, baker's dozen, full dozen.
You mean 4 and then a handful?
Yeah, 4.5. Sorry.
I've never heard someone say, "Hey, can you bring me a handful of potatoes?" It's always a few.
This is.
And it's like they mean 4. Our beliefs on the definition of few is radically different.
By 1.
By 1. But we very strongly believe in our beliefs of the word few. I will not believe it to mean 3. I will believe it to mean 4.
That's dumb.
You're
wrong.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't care because in my mind, I'm right. And that's what matters to me.
All right, whatever you say, brother.
But
What's next?
it's like you got to keep the beef jerky in the dehydrator not too long, otherwise it's like solid.
Okay, yeah. So,
And then if it's not long enough, it's like extraordinarily chewy.
would you like me to explain?
Sure.
Okay. So, dehydrating meats is completely different from dehydrating any sort of produce. Because with your produce, you don't have to worry about fats. So when you're dehydrating meat, you want a leaner cut of meat, because you can't necessarily dehydrate the fat. If you try to, it'll end up going rancid, and you just waste anywhere from 5 to like 25 pounds of meat. So, okay, thank you for that. I want to say, because when I did like apple crisps in the dehydrator that I used to work with, it was like 10 hours for those. And sure, apples
Wow.
apples have a lot of moisture and like water in them, but there's a lot more in meat. So for beef jerky or any sort of meat dehydration, you want to go from like 14 to 26, depending on your marinade, what type of meat, the quality of your meat with the fat content and all that. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but no, I can't do any dehydrations at this place because my parents will not um they weren't willing to give me my dehydrator. So
It's yours.
they don't
Did you
care.
buy it?
I
Did you
got
buy it with your money?
I got it from my aunt as a birthday present.
You know how to
Oh.
keep your birthday present, baby.
And they don't let you take it?
Even though they don't use it, they don't know how to use it.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, we already know those parents are terrible, so.
No, we leave that in.
Yikes.
We leave that. I don't care.
Yikes.
I was gonna say something worse, but
Yeah.
I just don't think they're logical.
They're
I think they
logical.
mean well, but I just don't think they're logical.
They're logical to their own like way. Like if
To their own logic, that's
Yeah.
nobody else's logic.
Yeah, true. But I mean,
I ain't trying to bash your parents, but
no, I mean,
I am.
I am. But
They're as
sorry
they
for
say.
many of Joe's family members who may consider watching the podcast.
I mean, I've already told a good portion of my family about the podcast. I've started talking to siblings and relatives that I haven't talked to in years because my
Nice.
parents
Hey,
always.
check out the podcast.
Huh?
That's all you say
Hello.
to them. You just send them, hey, check out the podcast.
In that case, hello, Joe's family.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about his parents specifically.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they know how crazy my parents are.
No, they get it.
They understand.
Yeah. But
I mean, don't get me wrong. Every family has like those people that you wish were in the family.
yeah.
Dang. I mean, you're right, but
You don't say that out loud. It's
you
just,
don't say that. I mean, I feel you, but
No, but I mean, it's the truth. Every family has
it's
it.
true. It's not something you say out loud.
No.
yeah, like every family has their Josh. Like,
I mean, I guess.
Oh God.
God, you're just gonna destroy me on my own episode. I see how it
I was
is.
just playing, bro. I mean, everyone has their Josh. The one they love the most. They care about them.
He's locked in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
They lock them in the
Right.
basement.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Every family's got their Mason.
How did this go from beef jerky to this?
That's a
I
good
don't know.
question.
Because Joe parents won't let
Yep.
him keep his beef jerky maker.
My beef jerky.
Yes. That is actually. Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, by the way, did you find that recipe for the beef jerky I gave you?
Dude, I have only unpacked. I haven't even unpacked
Okay.
all of my clothes.
Well, I don't remember how many peppers it was now, but I'm pretty sure it was 3.
I think it was like
It was
4. I'm pretty sure it was 4.
Maybe.
Hold
I
on.
know for certain it's like Carolina Reaper puree. Obviously, it's not like as hot as a Carolina Reaper. It's diluted, so that it's not like overwhelmingly spicy. Because if you've not actually tried a Carolina Reaper pepper, they don't taste very good. If you eat them like straight,
Oh no!
It might be in this box. The box that says.
they really don't taste that good.
Joe's out here digging through boxes on the podcast, guys.
And it's very painful. You will feel your mouth just kind of. It's not instant. It's kind of gradual. It's like it ramps up, and then
Yeah.
sometime later, like after like a minute or 2, or maybe like 3, it reaches its peak, and then very slowly it starts to cool down, and you will suffer the entire time.
That is not a pleasant experience.
Oh no!
Back at the last kitchen I worked at, we made some Reaper oil out of some Reapers, and we put it into a barbecue sauce. So it was a Carolina Reaper barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It was sweet, but it was good. It was like good, sweet, tangy barbecue sauce. But the longer you ate it with the Reapers in it, the Reaper oil, it would build, and you would just be eating a sandwich, and by like the 5th bite, your mouth is either watering or you have to drink.
Yeah. I'll I'm gonna go find this. Hold on.
Okay.
It'd be like a dining challenge. Like, you have like a barbecue sandwich with like Reaper sauce, and it's like, can you eat this without? I don't know.
Oh, it was
drinking
good. You just had to eat it
Oh
in
my
moderation.
god, can we please not do challenges like that? It's just so
Can you-
cringy.
Can you eat this without drinking a glass of milk for 15 minutes?
Let's
I'm
do
not
a new
gonna lie.
challenge.
I'm not gonna lie. When I ate
Shut
the
the fuck
Reaper
up.
pepper, it was
Say that, but I stopped myself.
when I ate the Reaper pepper, it was so bad. Milk was not helping.
Dude, I one time back to that barbecue sauce, I ate a little too much, and I ate it at work before we opened. I had like made myself like a sandwich with that on it, and I put more than I thought I did. And I like took big bites. And I was trying to rush because I was trying to like get the prep done for the day, and out of nowhere, like I usually am good with like spicy foods, but this one just did not like go right. Like my eyes started watering, like I couldn't breathe. I like ran into like the walk-in freezer, and the bartender up there was like, "What's going on?" I was like, I couldn't talk. I was like, "Huh." She was like, what is it? I was like, I need dairy. I need dairy. So I like went in there and I just like ripped open this big like tub, like huge tub of sour cream. And I just went in there with a spoon I brought with me and just started shoving it in.
Oh god, sour cream.
Dude, sour cream was the only thing I could find that was dairy that we had like on deck that day.
I couldn't imagine eating sour cream straight up like that.
I mean, I like sour cream. Don't get me wrong, but when
I don't know if I like it that damn much.
it was cold, it was dairy, and I promise you, it took the heat off.
Man,
took
I
about-
bet it
I mean,
did.
if it
One
works,
big
it
spoon-
works. But
one big spoonful, and I just laid it on my tongue, and I just like let it just sit there, and it was just like it's almost like you just hear the sizzle, just like. Tss.
Okay, I have
Oh
found
my
all of the journals. Now I'm looking through them.
okay. Well, while you look for that, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a hot sauce I use. Can I say like brand names and stuff?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So it's
Just- Disclaimer: we're not sponsored.
disclaimer, not sponsored by any company that we mention on the show, unless we say that we are.
Yep.
It's Mad Dog 357 Gold. It's very hot sauce. It's over 1 million Scoville units. It has Carolina Reaper. It's got pure capsaicin extract in it. That's how you know it's really hot. Any sauce that says it has pure capsaicin in it is not playing around. And I mean, this shit is very hot. You put like a drop on like in a bowl of soup, and it makes the entire soup go from whatever to adequately spicy. Just like one little drop.
Mhm.
And it's cool because it comes with this the bottle comes with this little keychain attached, and it's a 357 bullet, and on the back
Magnum?
of it, yeah, you can unscrew it, and out of it comes this little like scooper, and you'd use that to like measure the right amount of sauce to put on your food, and it's really small because you're not supposed to put that much on it. But I mean, really, what I'm trying to say about this sauce is that every time I ate, and I mean, I would put too much on my food 90% of the time, and I'd regret it afterward because I gotta eat it. I don't want to waste the food, but it's just so damn fucking hot. But I drink something, and every time I swallow the drink, the burn is gone temporarily, but then it comes back and it's even fucking worse. It's like amplified. And then you take another drink and it's like it goes away. And then it's even worse. It just ramps up every time you take a sip. And I'm just sitting there like breathing heavy, like Jesus Christ. And then it's like I have to force myself to not drink anything. And this has happened multiple times. I just don't learn my lesson. But I don't actually have any more of that sauce. If we do, I don't know where the bottle is, but
What's it called?
it's called Mad Dog 357 Gold.
I found it.
That sounds like a camo challenge you would get for Call of Duty.
Maybe. I don't really play that, but what I'm trying to say is it's a really hot sauce. And if you put like a lot of it, going back to the Carolina Reaper, it doesn't taste very good. But in moderation, you put like a drop on your food. It adds some flavor, and of course, it adds a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't say it's much of a sauce, rather more of like a additive.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think it's marketed as a sauce, but
So I found it.
mhm.
It is 3 peppers, Carolina Reaper, Ghost, and Thai pepper.
I
Thai
don't think
chili?
that's actually right.
Well, that's
I
what you
think it's
told me.
Carolina. I think I told you that, and then I was like, I don't think that's right. And the next day, I told you what it actually was. The ghost pepper isn't actually in there. It's habanero peppers for flavor.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Alrighty.
But yeah, it's like those 3 peppers. I don't know how much of each,
Yeah. Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
it's not. We didn't actually use Carolina Reaper peppers. We used puree.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like other stuff that goes into it. I know that she likes to use Sprite or like 7-Up, like one of the lemon lime sodas to add
Yes.
flavor.
Oh my gosh. Do not let
Interesting.
do not let anyone say any like bad shit about cooking with soda. When you cook, like grill, barbecue, smoke, especially if you
Dr. Pepper rubes.
dude, I'm telling you. Because you get a good caramelization with the sugar, and then it also adds a good flavor. So you could do root beer, Coke, anything.
I like doing Mountain Dew Baja Blast chicken wings. Those are my favorites.
Oh, Baja Blast are so good.
Evan,
I can't believe I just heard that.
just because you said that, I now have to do it.
Oh,
gonna
dude,
make a Baja
put it
Blast
on the spoof menu.
Bro, it's gonna turn blue on the inside. Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
Bro, we gotta have like another flavor as the wing sauce.
Bruh,
Oh,
you know
goodness,
what?
Code Red.
You know what I would try?
Code Red, nah, Code Red.
Mountain Dew Code Red wing sauce.
Yeah, the Baja Blast chicken wings, man. We gotta make them a thing.
Okay, hold on.
All right, Joe. Here's a challenge for you. Make me a.
Wait.
He's overwhelmed.
He's really excited about making these Baja Blast chicken
You
wings.
best believe. Let me get to a
I've
clean
never-
page. Hold on.
I don't know if I've ever said this, but I think this is the perfect time to actually say this. Maybe not, but I've never had Baja Blast.
How dare you?
Thanks for watching the Wing Game
Oh.
podcast, guys. This is our last episode.
Just cut it there. Cut it there. Cut it there. We're done. We're done. Listen to the podcast.